Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to Morningwood, where, we're still just a giant fence around a lake, you know. So, starting off today, I don't like this, okay? Look, I had a request from Sensational TKO to sort this shit out. I think that was the language he used. Something like that, anyway, you know. But I'll be honest, inclined to agree, okay? This place, absolute mess. I don't know what I was thinking, you know. We just thought we'd try something, and it didn't work. I'm willing to admit it didn't work. So here's what we're going to do instead, right? We've got these things. We've got these large fence gates, okay? Now these are pretty nifty. The only problem is I can't work out which way this is rotating, okay? So my assumption would be that the lock is up now, but I mean, how do I realistically actually tell? You know, we can't. So we're just going to have to assume and hope for the best, right? If I was wrong, god damn it, we'll have to come back and rotate these fences again. Wow, that was... One came from behind that... I mean, what is this tree? It's like a... It gives a bountiful harvest of fence gates, apparently. I don't know if you saw that. He just kind of pulled one out of the bushes. Maybe he had one there earlier for, you know... Oh, we got it right! Oh, amazing. Did get it right. Okay, perfect. Alright, yeah. See, that looks much better already, right? Am I right in saying that? I mean, that looks much better. The gate's open properly, like we can have a nice road coming through here, you know, like I said, like this, and then, you know, this would be like the staff car park, perhaps. So we'd make it like this. I mean, obviously, I know, don't get me wrong, I know the staff don't actually drive cars around in this. You know, I'm not stupid. But it's all about RP, okay? We're making a village, and we have to imagine that actually, yeah, the staff can drive their cars in and park up, you know, and have a nice good old time. Now, I haven't actually put any more mods on. I did talk about installing some more mods. Look, there you go, Sensational TKO. That one was for you. Okay, we're going to move on now. I did talk about installing some more mods. I haven't got around to it yet, but I have found a few doozies to install. Okay, I found one which is going to let us manipulate the roads, which is going to be nice. It won't... I don't think it will actually make the cars drive down them. There are mods that let you do that, but honestly, they are way more advanced than I want. I just want something which is going to let me decorate things and make it look nice, okay? So I did find a mod that will let me do that. I found some more bits and pieces that we can put down that they can enjoy. We should be able to make some shops with some of the stuff I found. But I think today, we're going to concentrate on our entry, okay? The welcome to the prison. So, this is absolutely, like, I don't mind doing things this way. Like, we have to think about where garbage and deliveries are going to go, which I think is probably going to be here. I'll be honest. Perhaps... I mean, if we look at laying down some more of this... I know this perimeter wall is expensive, but we have the money to play with right now, okay? So I think what we're going to do is have perimeter wall like that, okay? And then maybe... Ooh, I don't know what to do with it. I kind of want to bring it to here. And then maybe like this, perhaps? And then we can bring it across like that. That might work quite well. And then we'll put some doors on part of this fence. We'll get rid of this big chunk here that we don't need anymore. Okay, and then I think what we're going to do is we're going to put garbage and deliveries down over here. Because I just think it's going to work much better. If we keep it next to the road, you know, and we want to have garbage further down, so that the trucks drop off the deliveries and then head down to the garbage area and pick up all the garbage from there instead, you know, so that we can keep the traffic flow moving. There we go. I think that's going to work well. I'll be honest. We may even try and asphalt it so it looks like it's road, you know, a bit more RP. So that these garbage men can, like, you know, we can pretend that they're like pulling their trucks into these awkward spaces and then like having to pull out again, because you know what truck drivers are like, right? They're pretty pro at getting into awkward spaces because they've been doing it a lot, you know. It's pretty common to them. So we'll see about that in a bit anyway. So time for the entry. Now, what do we want to do with this place? I have an idea what I want to do inside. I'm not sure we need this much space for it, but we'll see. Okay. We do want it to be quite elaborate. But I think this might be overkill. I don't know. We'll have a little go. But I think first of all we want to do something nicer with this front, don't we? So, I mean, this building is pretty well positioned. I think if we think about the fact that this is going to come down one extra square like that, okay, I'm aiming for like a gap of 2 where I necessarily need it. It won't always be conforming to that, you know, like we've got these odd shapes and stuff here. We'll do something more interesting with this, but I'm just gonna... Why did... Oh, wait, have I... Ah, we completed some bureaucracy. I wonder what the little tinkle was for. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of, you know, logical planning with, like, where the paths are, basically. Because it's pretty normal to have buildings that are kind of equal distance away from the path as each other. But as far as the rest of it goes, you know, that's going to be a bit hickledy-pickledy, as they say. So, now that we've got our kind of building space here, and we've got this rather grand gesture of an entryway, let's have a little think about what we want to do. So, first of all, I think let's not have a tunnel like this. Let's just extend it like this, okay? So this is going to be possibly perimeter wall. You know, maybe we'll lead the perimeter wall along and up to the edge of the building, so this is like an open space in the middle. I want to have possibly a couple of pathways coming into the prison. So how big is this? This is 19. Okay, that's a little bit awkward. So if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we had like a path like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, let's go from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what I was thinking then. We could do that, and then can we get one in the middle? Is that right? Okay, that was right. So we can have like a freeway path system coming into the prison, you know, which I think would be kind of nice. We'll extend these paths down like this, and maybe this one can come across in some weird kind of fashion, you know, something like this. Just so that we could put, like, maybe some trees in here to decorate it a little bit. Now, the other thing we're going to need, of course, is some lights and stuff. So let's start by getting some of these basic materials down. So this all needs to be grass, first of all. We're just going to go grass everywhere except the paths, because I haven't quite decided exactly how we're going to decorate the front. We do have all of these fancy new flowers and stuff like that, you know, so that's going to be pretty fun to investigate. And let's just finish the perimeter wall off, shall we, so that it's all in the right place. And we'll get the foundations down as well, because this visitor centre is going to be pretty fucking kick-ass, I'll be honest. Let's have a little look at the rooms and stuff. I mean, we can put a toilet in here, you know, make sure there's like a nice public toilet for people to come in and use while they're waiting to go into the old, what do you call it, into the village, I guess we should call it. We've got a file room. Maybe we could put a file room on there. I'm not quite sure what the file room is for. I'll have to find out. Wig production, shop. We could make a little shop, I guess. You know, just have like a little shop in the entrance so that people who are visiting can buy stuff from the prisoners. I mean, that could be kind of cool, couldn't it? We do need an exports area as well. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do exports on the other side of the road like we did before. Because that seemed to work pretty well, you know. It was a little bit restricted in its size, especially when we started building, you know, like the fence down the side and stuff. But how did I manage to do this? I mean, really, how did I manage to? Oh, of course, it's because the fence was there, isn't it? I thought I was being just being stupid, you know, in that way that I do sometimes. But it turns out that no, I wasn't being that stupid. Not as stupid as I necessarily thought I was being anyway. So, yeah. Right, we've got grass down out here anyway. I think we should put the concrete tiles down as our path, okay? Because this is a footpath, not a road. And the footpath, we're going to use concrete tiles for the footpath everywhere, because that's these ones, okay? So it continues in nicely from the road, as you can see. I might see if I can find a way to paint over these squares as well. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Now, we're going to need our entrances. This building isn't going to be accessible unless we've got some jail doors and stuff on there. Do we actually want jail doors, though? This is the thing. Maybe we want some other kind of door. Have we got any other kinds of door? Door control system, remote door. No, it looks like jail doors are the only ones. So I guess we could do, you know, simple doors, couldn't we? They seem to rotate properly. But, so we could have one door like that and one door. I mean, is that a good idea? It's probably not, is it? I mean, we should probably have the solitary doors, let's be honest, because otherwise the prisoners are just going to take the piss and escape. Because solitary doors only go one way. You know what? No, screw it. We're going to use normal... No, okay, no, look, it's a bad idea. I know exactly what's going to happen, okay? Somebody is going to be stuck in that reception for slightly longer than they need to be, and they're just going to take advantage of our kind of, our free and easy nature by escaping out the door. So we're just gonna large jail door this, okay? We're not going to solitary door it. You know why? Because the solitary doors only rotate 90 degrees and then back 90 degrees. If you put two of them next to each other, they'll both open the same way. They don't open like the fence gates did. Really nicely, separating in the middle. So yeah, there we go. We've got our 3 doors on now, which is good. Next thing we're going to need outside, some lights. Because nobody's going to... Why are there these 2 random lights here? In fact, there's 3 random lights. Why are there so many random lights? Oh, it's all the way down the road. Of course it is. Okay, well, let's get rid of this one. Because we don't need a light in the middle of our path. And let's get rid of this one as well. We may get rid of all of them. I'm just going to leave them for now. Because I think it's okay to have some road lights, Instead, we're going to put lights on the outsides, I think. And maybe some on the inside here and here as well. Okay. So then we're going to put some on the corners like that. Just maybe ones like that. Okay, so we're offsetting it nicely from this bit, so the light is more distributed. And then in the middle of here, I don't even know what we're going to do. Okay, I want to do something cool. Maybe we could do like a nice flower bed. How does that sound? So what have we got here? White flowers, mixed flowers, red flowers, blue flowers. Maybe we can do like a nice kind of pattern, if you know what I mean. I don't know how well this will work, but we'll soon find out, won't we? So let's just dump some flowers down like this. Let's put a blue on the bottom row as well, because I think it's nice if we try and like evenly distribute the flowers. I think there are 5 different types as well, so this is going to work out really nicely. We'll have different flowers spread all over this flower bed. I mean, if I was so inclined, I could make some kind of flower clock, couldn't I? Like put down flowers that only bloom at a certain time in the year, so that you can work out when it... Oh no, look what I've done. Alright, we're going to cancel that one. We're going to put a red one down there. Oh no! Cancel that one. We're going to put a red one down there. So this is it's like one of those puzzles, isn't it? Look, the yellow one can go there, then the blue one can go there, and the red one can go there. Except now it's a diagonal. And we probably don't want a diagonal. So maybe... Oh, no. You know what? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We're just going to leave it like that. Okay? It's going to be a nice flower bed to welcome people into the prison. But then I think as you come down to the main bulk of the prison, instead of having... Oh, look at this. What's this? Fence bushes. These are quite cool. Oh. No, maybe not the way that... it's that? Okay, no, that's fine. I thought these plants were going to just, like, rotate in a really weird fashion, I'll be honest. You can rotate the flowers, so that you don't have to have them all looking identical. But there are, like, some dead leaves or something here. I'm not quite sure what that is. What else have we got now? We've got the sauna, of course. Oh, and an animated TV. Wow, that's pretty cool. Alright, we'll have to try those. Those look pretty funky. So, what else? I guess we could put down, like, some potted plants, couldn't we? Just to really set the mood as you come up to the entrance of the prison. In fact, we may even go so far as to put down multiple potted plants, as you are seeing right now. I mean, I'm not going to push the boat out. Don't get me wrong. But I just think having a few plants and stuff, as you walk into the prison, makes it all look a little bit nicer, doesn't it? And maybe, you know what? We'll leave it like this. I like this kind of moody atmosphere lighting that we've got going on at the moment. It's pretty spoopy. Okay, so the rest of the visitor centre though. This is where things are going to start to get tricky. So I think what we need to do, right, is have a divide straight down the middle. But we also need to think about, like I said, we wanna make some toilet blocks, okay? So maybe we'll do male and female toilets on either side of this area, okay? So we're gonna have male and female toilet blocks like this. All right, it's a little bit extravagant. Don't get me wrong. I understand, like, some people may be complaining that I'm wasting my resources. How the hell did this happen? How 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, Fucking hell. Honestly. I don't even know how I managed that. I'm genuinely slightly mad at myself. Okay, look. We can fix this, alright? We're going to extend our foundations down just by 1. Alright? Because I think the rest of this is looking pretty nice. But I do want this building to kind of be nicely symmetrical. Okay, look. It's just the logical mind in me. I need this to make sense in my head. And if it doesn't make sense in my head, then, well, we're all doomed. I'll be honest. That's just the way things are. But we're also going to put down... Oh, perfect. Oh, no, not so perfect. Shit. We're also going to put down some walls like this, okay? So I think we're going to do it a little bit like that, and a little bit like that. And then in the gaps, we're actually going to put metal detectors. Alright? Now this is where people get funneled through into the prison. Okay, so this actual front little area, I think we're not going to do a huge amount with. We're going to have a couple of desks, alright, you know, for people to kind of, you know, be welcomed into the prison. We like I said, we're basically going to try and make like a little, almost like an RP reception area. Okay, so we've got a couple of desks there. We need the chairs. Where are the chairs? Office chair. Here we are. I mean, maybe it's not a good idea to put them right in front of the metal detectors like that, but I think there's enough space, right? They can kind of file in and go around the back. Then, speaking of filing, we'll put some filing cabinets in. Because, you know, these kinds of places always have a bunch of filing cabinets, of course. Maybe not next to the metal detectors, though. Maybe we'll, maybe we'll just offset them slightly like this. Okay, so we'll put 3 filing cabinets there, and we won't put any on the other side. We're gonna leave it to you know, just the bottom side to have the filing cabinets. Then I think what we want to do is possibly get like some chairs and stuff. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be like a little waiting room, a little kind of like reception area where people, they come in the front doors and like there's a bunch of chairs, almost like a hospital. And you know, they've just got to sit and wait for their appointment or for the receptionist to kind of finish doing her nails. I mean, we'll leave the chairs like that. I think that's pretty good, right? Like it's a decent amount of seating for something like this. Then of course, because we've got these public toilets, you know, where members of the public could even be coming in and using these if they're coming for visitation or something like that. We're gonna need to put some doors on there so that they can access the facilities. You know, the water closet. This has really annoyed me. I'll be honest. We're gonna have to adjust our planning. We're gonna have to adjust all of our fencing. Even more expense. Okay, we're just burning through money right now. We've almost spent 200 grand, and look at what little we've achieved. You know, I mean, granted, like 190 grand of that was probably the initial perimeter fence, but let's not dwell on that, okay? Because you know, it is a necessity. It's just a precaution. It's more to keep, like, you know, zombie invasions or like if I don't know, communism takes over the country or something. Like it's to keep people out as much as it is to keep our people in. So yeah, let's have a little think about how we want this public bathroom to be. Like, I think it would be nice just to have some cubicles like this. Okay, maybe one more, and then I don't think it's installed just yet, but I found a mod which lets you put oh no, this is a kitchen sink. Lets you put like a little sink in. Okay, so when I've installed that next time, we're going to come back and we're going to put a little sink into these bathrooms. Okay, these bathroom stalls. Where are the standard doors? We're honestly going to get through a lot of these doors. It would be good if we could, like, you know, maybe get the prisoners to manufacture the doors for us in the workshop, because then we'd save a hell of a lot of money on doors. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, we're going to put a couple of lights in here, and then I think we're gonna do much the same on the other side, right? So we're just going to put the lights here. We're going to put our, you know, like I said, it's male and female toilets, and whenever, I mean, I don't know about you, but whenever I go somewhere, like, it's not like I make a habit of poking my head into the female toilets, but I do know that the female toilets do tend to be kind of exactly like the male toilets, just, if, you know, maybe with one more cubicle and no urinals. I mean, you'd be kind of shocked if you went into a female toilet and there were urinals in there, right? I don't think they make a a common practice of doing that. But let's hope not, anyway. Because, you know, that doesn't sound particularly nice for any ladies out there. So, what else do we want to put in our first little entrance hall here? I think we should put some more plants. Okay, we're going to get some white potted plants down. We're going to put one on either side of this. We're also going to put, like, one over here. And I think we'll put a radiator on the top as well. Right, this is a nice little kind of welcome area, isn't it? I do feel like I want to push the receptionists back a square, but then of course we're going to be blocking up our metal detectors. So maybe... Alright, here's a wild idea. Okay, we're going to dismantle the metal detectors we put down now, and before you rip your deck off and throw it at me, don't worry, it's not going to cost us anything, right? This bit, however, is going to cost us a little bit of money. Right, and I'm sorry about that. It is a bit of wasted money, because I probably should have thought about it before I started doing anything. But here's my plan, okay? We're also going to dismantle these desks, alright? And we're going to move these desks and these chairs back a square. For the metal detectors, we're instead going to have them like this. You see? So that we put them on either end. Because I think that probably looks a little bit better anyway, doesn't it? You know, it looks a little bit neater. We can reuse these metal detectors now. And of course we're going to have to wire our utilities down here. So let's... Like I said, what I want to do is try and keep the utilities in this place nice and clean. Alright, so we're gonna... I think what might be a nice idea is to run our cables like up and down the main roads. And then we can kind of funnel power on and off the main roads, and like if we need to switch them out, we can like make cuts and rejoin the roads up and stuff like that. It should make things a little bit more manageable. But let's connect them up to this mess of cables that seems to have been generated by the, you know, automatically by putting down the metal detectors. Put a couple of wires across like that, and you know what? Let's just make a loop into this room like that, so that it's nice and kind of connected up and everything. We are of course going to need some water. So same again. I think what we need to do is run our main water pipes up and down the roads. Okay, so we're going to put one across like this, and we're going to run it all the way up. We'll just run it up to here for now. Might as well, mightn't we? You know, we're probably going to make use of it anyway. And seeing as these are just little toilets, we will just run some little pipes all the way out like this. Okay, nice and simple, nothing too complicated. I'm not going to bother making it a closed loop. You know, if this end toilet doesn't flush very well, it doesn't flush very well. So be it. You know, that's just the way things are going to be. I think for RP's sake, we're going to put some drains down. You know, just by these doorways. Okay, it's just to make it look a little bit nicer. But the reality is, we know that people are just going to piss all over the place, especially in the men's bathroom. You know, it just happens a lot. So yeah, blimey, we're going to finish up now. Okay, we didn't quite finish this you know, new area, but we are instantly going to drop down a reception like that. Okay, and again, we're going to funnel people through. You know, through a set of doors over here in a very specific place. Again, we're going to have, you know, a metal detector, a block, and a metal detector. So we'll have a couple of walls like this, just to frame it nicely, and then maybe some lights, you know, to shed a bit of light on their situation as they enter our new domain. I guess it could be worth putting. Should we put doors here, or should we just have it open? Should we just have it open with the metal detectors? That could be kind of nice, couldn't it? I mean, it may not pass the requirements for being an enclosed space or whatever, which could be a bit of a shame. But let's speed it up while they put the cables in. So, thank you very much for watching. We're making progress now. You know, we're starting to get some buildings down and stuff. Once we've got the reception down, we're going to come over here and build our new bunk, you know, so that people can come stay with us. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff, because I like it when you do the YouTube stuff. It genuinely helps, okay, and it makes me happy. It gives me a little warm feeling inside, you know. So it'd be cool if you can press the like button, like leave a comment, maybe share this with your friends. You know, get them to start watching the series with you, so you can talk about it. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.